What kind of went into that special second half that you had through the passing game?
Just, not giving up and, that never say die mentality. And, I feel like we have a really good, mentality when it comes to that. And, I feel like we obviously weren't able to get things going in the running game, and I wanted to get to it a little quicker, but, we started, doing it in the second half, and it worked. So.
You've talked about how close you are with Ben. He had some really kind words sticking up for you, talking to the fans, talking to the media. What does it mean to have a teammate that is willing to stick up for you like that?
It means the world, man. And me and him we're really tight, and we've been through a lot together. And for him to do that for me, it means a lot.
Can you just kind of sum up the strange emotions that go into your game where you fight all the way back, but you start to leave with a loss?
Yeah, it's, I guess I don't know. I don't really have an answer for that. No.
What went into really the offensive explosion in the second half after you guys come out and start to score?
We found something that worked, which was the passing game, and we got to it and did that. And, our receivers made some really good plays. Ben made some really good plays. Even our running backs made some really big plays in the passing game, and I think that was, what kind of turned the tide for us.
Silver lining a little bit there when you were able to involve the receivers more than you have this year?
Yeah, we're always trying to get those guys involved because obviously that's their job is to catch passes. So, I think they did a really good job today of stepping up and making some really big plays, and that's good for us going forward.
How excited were you when Coach said, "Stay out there, we're going for the win right now"?
We all knew that was what we were going to do. That was, there was no doubt in my mind that Coach was going to do that. So we knew.
Obviously, you're a leader on this team. How do you go from here with emotions and just trying to help through the hurt with all those guys in the locker room?
Stay neutral. And, we've said after the last two blowout wins that we've had, we got to stay neutral because you can never get too high, never get too low. So we just got to, get back to work.
Final play there, did they just take away the first read?
So we ran a little rub concept to the boundary. They clouded both sides. Good for them. We were hoping we would get man coverage. It is what it is. They clouded it. Took away my first read. I think they did a pretty good job of gloving up Keegan on my second read, and then lost my footing a little bit, and yeah.
When did you really sense that the passing game was going to take off today?
I knew from the start that I think we were struggling a little bit in the run game, so we had no choice but to do that. And I knew that late in that second quarter when we started making some plays that we could find a rhythm and we could catch them on their heels a little bit. I knew we were going to have some success doing that.
Keegan, how exciting is it to think that one might have he can do that every week?
I'm really happy for him because he's battled through a lot, and he's a resilient kid, and I was happy to see him have the game that he had today, and he's still got more in the tank. That's only the beginning for him because he can be a really special player.
Second touchdown from Phil where he kind of battled his way and juked his way in there. What was your reaction to that? Yeah,
hell of a play. Can't teach that. That's for me it's I'm just going through my reads and taking a little comeback ball, and it makes me look good, so never complain about that.
How big was that to get that touchdown right before the fourth quarter? It seemed like it really picked you guys up.
Yeah, any touchdown's big, especially at that point in the game, and we took advantage of some of the turnovers that our defense created, and they did a really good job of doing that and shut down a really good offense in the second half. And we should have won that game.